Hi students, this is N. Venkat Kishore, Department of Mechanical Engineering, DBS Institute of Technology, Kavali. Today we are going to new chapter gear and gear train. Then what is meant by a gear? A gear is nothing but a wheel which is having the teeth and engages to another teeth mechanism in order to change the speed or direction of the transmitted motion. Here this is a one gear and this is a another gear. These two are having, we already discussed that gear is nothing but a wheel which is having a tooth. A number of teeth is called a tooth. To transmit another toothed mechanism, the entire system is called a gear mechanism. The gear is a component within a transmission device that transmit rotatory force to another gear or a device. A gear is different from a pulley in that a gear is a round wheel which is having teeth rather than a smooth surface with the another gear teeth, allowing forces to be fully transferred without slipping. Then coming to gear train. When two or more gears are made to mesh with each other to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft, such a combination is called a gear train or train of toothed wheels. In the nature itself, it is depending on the velocity ratio required and relative motion of the axis of the shaft. There are three types of gear systems or gear trains are there. First one, simple gear train, compound gear train and reverted gear train. Apart from these, a special gear train is a epicyclic gear train. Why? Because above three simple, compound and reverted are having the axis of the shafts over the axis of the gears which are mounted or fixed relative to each other. But in epicyclic gear train, the axis of the shafts on which the gears are mounted may move relative to a fixed axis. Then simple gear train, when there is only one gear on each shaft, is known as simple gear train. These simple gear trains are represented by their pitch curves. When the distance between the two shafts is small, the two gears are made to mesh with each other in order to transmit the motion between one shaft to another shaft. This is a simple gear train. Here it is a one gear and it is transmitted the motion to another gear which is called a follower or driven, which is the operating gear 1, it is called a driver, and which is operating the gear 2, which is called a driven. So it may be noted that the motion of driven gear is opposite to the motion of the driving gear. Then coming to their speed ratios of gear train is the ratio of speed of the driver to the speed of the driven, and the speed of ratios of any pair gears in the mesh in the inverse of their number of teeth. That is, speed ratio is equals to N1 by N2 is equals to N2 by N1. It may be noted that when the speed of ratio of driven and to the speed of driver is known as train value. That is, train value is N2 by N1 is equals to N1 by N2. That is, speed ratio is inverse of train value. By providing the large sized gear or by providing the one or more intermediate gates, we can transmit the power, which are of as shown in the figure like this. This is the driver and this is the driven. Whenever the distance between these two is of larger, when the distance between driver and the driven is larger, in between these two we are placing a intermediate gear system. This is also called a simple gear train. If the distance between these two, driving and the driven, is very large, we have to insert one more intermediate gears also. If the gears, number of gears between these two, if the number of gears between the driving and the driven is increases, then the formula for speed ratio in this case is N1 by N2 is equals to T2 by T1 and N2 by N3 is equals to T3 by T2. Okay, like that we have to be remember the formula for speed ratio. Automatically we can remember the train value since it is a reciprocal of that. Okay, if your speed ratio in the case of second thing, N1 by N2 into N2 by N3 is equals to N2 by T2 by T1 into T3 by T2, or simply N1 by N3 is equals to T3 by T1. This is the formula that we have to remember. Then in the case of compound gear, compound gear is nothing but when there are more than one gear on a shaft. Simple gear is nothing but one gear over the one shaft. Here the compound gear is nothing but one shaft having more number of gear systems, that is called a compound train of gear. Here the idler gears of this is a compound gear. This is as we discussed in the pulleys, compound pulley, belt drives, as we discussed in the belt drives, that is open pulley, crossed pulley, like that. Here also compound pulley, like that. We are having the compound trains also, gear trains also. Okay, then if it is the case, as in the case of same thing, the formula here also the same thing, that is here it is the driver and this is the driven. Then what will be the case? These two are the compound gears. Here there is no of idler pulleys, idler gates. There is no concept of idler gear systems. Then this is the diagram for compound. This is the diagram for compound gear system. And then in the same case, speed ratio for 1 and 2 is N1 by N2 is equals to T2 by T1. But we have to find out the speed ratio of driver to driven. But there is a compound gears we are representing here. But finally we will get it the speed ratio of compound gear is N1 by N6 is equals to the even numbered pulleys teeth by multiplication of even numbered pulleys teeth by the odd number of pulleys teeth multiplication. Okay, as we get it, this the speed ratio is the speed of the first driver to the last driven. The train value is speed of the last driven to first fall driver. But what is the advantage of compound train over the simple gear train is that much larger speed reduction from the first shaft to last shaft